Hey everybody, it's Daniel. I want to make a video today to talk a little bit about my plans for phalloplasty. If you guys have been following my channel, I have been considering phalloplasty for 4 years or more, but I haven't obviously gone ahead and done it. So I think I finally reached the decision to start planning for surgery. I feel like I've tried every way possible to not need surgery. And you know, I'm definitely not rushing into anything. I've had therapy. I've tried really hard to be content with my body, and you know, it's not a failure to concede that you need surgery to feel complete. Although sometimes I've gone through times where I felt like that. For me, it just makes sense. You know, I'm a transgender man who wants a penis. It's not such a hard thing to understand or accept when you kind of just boil it down. So, since I wasn't born with what I should have, I have to take the medical steps necessary to get there. And I'm really lucky that I live in a time where you can do that. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm sitting on a rock and it hurts my butt. So yeah, I guess as far as details, well, basically what I've decided on is the forearm phalloplasty, and because of, I think that'll give me the best results for what I'm looking for, and I don't want the scar on my arm, but that is worth it to me for my situation. You could also get the thigh phalloplasty, but I mean, I'm not heavy, but I'm not super thin, and I don't want a huge penis, and I especially don't want like super thick penis that I would have to have liposuction on and add extra surgeries. One of my biggest considerations is having a surgery with the least amount of steps, the least amount of surgeries. So if everything goes well, you only will have to have 2 surgeries, like the big one, and then having implants like a year later. So hopefully, there may have to be more surgeries for complications. You always have to keep that in mind. So we shall see. As far as surgeons, I plan on going to Austin, Texas, and either Dr. Crane or Dr. Santucci. I had a consultation with Dr. Crane in 2016, and I found him to be quite pleasant. Definitely a surgeon, very kind of confident, or you know, maybe a little overconfident, but no, he was fine. But I also have been watching a lot of videos that Dr. Santucci has been making, and I really like his manner, and so I'd like to have a consultation with him as well. There's a urologist near me who's done a lot of work with the transgender community as far as with any like urethral complications, and he's only about an hour away, so that makes me feel pretty good. Then once I'm home, if something happens, I'll definitely be getting in touch with his office to discuss that. Sorry, my attention is being taken. There's, I think, a beaver in the stream that I'm standing next to. So that's pretty cool. I'll take this moment to show you where I am. Isn't it gorgeous? Get my hat out of the picture. I just love it. So I live in upstate New York, near the Adirondacks, and I almost would say I wouldn't want to live anywhere else, but I kind of want to move to Canada, maybe in the future. So, but in the country, in the wilderness, not in a city, anywhere. So, that's a whole nother video. But the United States is getting a little old. Anyhow, phalloplasty surgery. Yeah, so I'm going to start electrolysis tomorrow, and I don't know, probably I won't have surgery until late 2021. It would be awesome to do it sooner, but it's got to be during my off season, which should be in the winter. I just don't know if I could pull everything together for early 2021, so we'll see. Definitely looking for more guys to talk to, support, getting, headed toward this. Guys who have had phalloplasty. I'm not super techie, so the forums and everything kind of overwhelm me. And I really don't want to get into the negatives. You have to consider the negatives and the complications, but I feel like on the forums there's just a lot of noise, and I don't want to be feeding on that, you know what I mean? But one-on-one or small groups discussion, I would love to find some of that, especially older trans guys who have gone through this or are going through this would be awesome. So if anyone has any advice or knowledge of groups like that, I would love to hear. So I think that's it, guys. Keep it short, and everybody take care, and I'll talk to you later.